pace set there. Now looking to change it up as they set their eyes here on the B side. Scary pushing forward. Will get taken down as soon as he uses the Viper's Pit. That is just going to dissipate now. And the entire setup here for X10 on the B side has been undone. Patty, however, getting himself up into kitchen, does manage to catch Saucy off guard. Takes him out, now has the Blade Storm. Instantly, right-click kill in onto Sadak. Looking to turn this one back into the favor. The right-click follow-up not going to connect, however. So Tekas pushes up through the smoke. Patty with 3. Can they actually turn this around? It was a catastrophic start, but now they're looking to swing this one back into their favor. A 2v2. Spike's still going to be down on the ground. Fox is gone. Patty fighting for, needs to get the ace to win the round to keep them pressing forward. Tailwind's over to the side. Here's the shots coming through. Tries to line it up, but he just can't quite make it happen. FRZ will get the elimination to save the round for the Vikings. A nail biter there for the side of X10, but they can't get it done.
Oh my God, Patipon doing everything but getting the ace to win this. I mean, he is all over the place on this one. Sadak doing a nice job getting the opener, but here comes Patipon. Sutekas gets kind of backed up here towards Orge. Patipon just picking people off. Sutekas actually pushed through the cloudburst of Patipon, but Patipon was there on the side, wasn't quite expecting it. Gets the crossfire onto him, just what you wanted out of him. However, it still wasn't enough. That time Vikings able to hold on that B push. Now thinking about A again, there's that same wall. This time coming up and over right as it goes down is Sushi Boys. Patipon there to follow up.
Huge instant shutdowns coming through, but Sassy tries to drag this one back. The Hunter's Fury manages to find Fox now. Sushi Boys eliminated. Patty up top, does manage to find Sadak.
भाई मतलब एक अलग ही लेवल का एक्शन चल रहा है भाई.
All on the back of Sutekas as he tries to turn this around.
Okay.
Pressing forward. Shot comes in onto Scary.
Patipon
comes up with a third, keeping them within 2 of tying this up. X10, you can feel it. They are reinvigorated. They are ready to plow forward. They want to take this map.
Man, they are looking good. I mean, Patty is absolutely positively online right now. Gets up on the pipes.
भाई मतलब लास्ट वन देखो ओमन भाई ओमन को लास्ट तक पता नहीं लगा थोड़ा बहुत आई थिंक यार मतलब कितना बड़ा टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है तो भाई थोड़ा बहुत तो कंफ्यूज हो ही जाते हैं थोड़ी आवाज कम कर लेते हैं
Okay, got confirmation.
Okay, सामने ओमन है
Given the issues, the count right now that you are
सूती
seeing
का
is
एक बंद ओहो एक को तो ले वाला था ऑलमोस्ट यहाँ पर अब एक हेडशॉट ही लग जाता नाइस वन ऊपर है जेट है अभी मतलब कवर देखो भाई मतलब है ना इस तरीके का कवर यार मतलब ओहो अबे सोबा को बिल्कुल ही मतलब डैमेज दे दिया ऑलमोस्ट भाई भाई साहब जेट चलो खुद भी मर गया पीछे कवर फायर भाई बहुत तगड़ा दे रहा सोबा बहुत सेक्सी कवर फायर
Any kills the Vikings can find here are going to be very, very nice. Scary.
मतलब टीम वाइकिंग्स और भाई एक्सटेंड के बीच में एक अलग ही लेवल की बैटल है भाई साहब चलो अभी बचा हुआ जेट बचा हुआ अकेला अपना यहाँ पर फ्रीज चलो ओहो क्या क्लच होएगा इसे पता है भाई
Tries to make them think that he's going for the push. Now goes for it. The blind comes in though, perfectly timed by Cruz.
Scary देखो मतलब
will shut him down.
बिल्कुल एक एक्यूरेट टाइमिंग यार.
This is amazing. I mean,
अलग ही लेवल पे खेल रहे हैं बंदे.
Now he's at even on that.
Nice.
16 to 16 here, getting up top, doing what he does.
अभी रुक जाओ मैं खाना लेके आता हूँ मेरा. फिर अपन आराम से खाते देखूँगा.
Scary, nice setup. Good counter to the smoke there with the guiding light to spot out FRZ at the end. Just really, really exciting stuff here for X10. And this is their specialty, attack on Icebox. They were absolutely dominant against Team Sets last time they did it. I think they won 8 out of 4 or even 9 out of 3. And you can see why. They are fast, furious, and they really know how to take advantage of those sight lines. Off of those toxic screens, look at this. They're giving them a different look this time. And if they're being really patient, though, are the Vikings. I like this adjustment.
Dark cover coming out to block off at green. They take a couple shots, and that's going to be just about the full rotate now coming in from the Vikings. Slow creep up from FRZ, making his way out of A over towards the attacker's spawn. to try to get a decent little flank angle. The rest of the squad situated now on B. Drone here from Fox. Gonna scout forward, spots the Killjoy shoulder. So shots to start flying. Still not seeing the spike getting planted yet. The paranoia going to be used. They wait that out. They start pushing the corner. They try to get rid of the alarm bomb, but the peak is going to be so very good here for the Vikings. X10 getting ripped to shreds. Fox the last one to fall. Vikings, they stop the onslaught. They stop the momentum here from X10. It was so many rounds in a row, but now they are just 2 away from taking this.
Well, that time, that guiding light was a bit of a bait there for X10. They were, ready to push off of it. You can see they waited out, even though it gives the audio cue that it blinded somebody. Didn't blind Sutekas, and he comes around the corner. Him and Saucy picking up 2 there in the finish. The triple for Sutekas on the Omen. Very nicely done, and I like the patience from Vikings. I also like the idea by X10 to throw a different look with that toxic screen setup to try for B instead, but doesn't fool the Vikings.
Creative angle to get that dart through. Oh, RZ falling down to 50 HP. The knives now going to be burned here from Potty. Does still have the Spectre to rely on. So we see the Hunter's Fury coming out from Fox, looking to try to get the track in on a Sonic to finish him off. Can't quite make it happen, but Potty gets himself into prime position. Finds the shot. Now we see this is going to be X10 fully pulling out of the A site, starting to rotate over to B.
Yeah, you can see that there's only Sutekas over here right now. There's the toxic screen over on the B. Potentially being put up in just a second. That Cypher utility over towards mid to watch what's going on over there. And most of the members, you do have Pottypon over on A though. He might be able to punish.
He's inching forward. FRC still there to try to shut him down. He will manage to find that kill. Sushi Boy's going to get dropped, but now a 3v3 as the spike. Not yet planted, just waiting this one out. Push around the back. Cruz has the lineup, manages to find 2 of them. That's 3 kills for him so far in the round, and now it's all on FRZ. He tries to get the wall bang to the box. That's not where the spike was being planted. Scary gets the finish, and X10, they bounce back yet again. 1 round away from tying this up. This very well could be an OT.
I really love the idea here to keep Pottypon over there. It doesn't fool FRZ. He manages to pick it up, and all of a sudden it looked like it might be a good retake for the Vikings, but then Cruz steps out, lines him up, knocks him down. Big moment there for him, and 11-10. My goodness, Achilleos, overtime, I'm feeling it.
As am I, but both these teams, they would love to avoid it at all costs. They don't want to get pushed into those extra innings. Shot instantly there, though, from Potty. A great peek into mid, finds the headshot. Wait, just at the moment there. Saucy does push. They do manage to find 2 more. Cruz and Fox both falling. Potty trading another one back, trying to keep them in this game, keeping things even up at 3-3. But there's so much damage pushed into Sushi Boy, down to 26 HP. Will be the spike carrier for now. They have to figure out where they want to route this spike. Seems like for now it's going to be the inch forward here through green. Tekas peeking out, finds both of them. Oh my god, he just gets the collat through onto Scary with the headshot. Incredible. Now it's all on Potty. He's inching forward. He hasn't checked left to look at yellow. And there you go, to the back of the skull. 4 kills for the Omen player here on the side of the Vikings. They yet again win around. They're just 1 away from closing out Icebox. X10 need to win 2 straight if they want to take us into overtime.
I mean, his spatial senses just kind of left him a little bit there at the end of this, but Sutekas here, again, we saw Cruz last round, now it's Sutekas' turn. Easy lineup, easy double right there.
ये जेट ने गलती कर दी, मतलब उसको पता था कि येलो कंटेनर के पीछे से मारा है, तो भाई उसे चेक करना चाहिए था. तुम 1-2 किल तो निकाल ही लेते हो मन, वो इजीली. पार्टीपॉन भाई ऐसा ही बंदा नहीं है, अच्छे खासे किल निकाल रहा है भाई. और राहुल भाई क्या हालचाल? अबे यार सुन राहुल, अभी खेलेंगे थोड़ी देर में. 1 मिनट बस मैं खाना खा रहा हूँ और ये देख रहा हूँ थोड़ा सा. अभी थोड़ी सी देर ये देखूंगा बीसीटी पूरा.
No Hunter's Fury to try to counteract this lockdown as well. That will almost certainly be used. That's going to be the secrets used for Viper's Pit coming in. Possibly going to be eliminated. GTN with a showstopper does manage to find Cruz, however. Turning one back.
No, you're not.
Fox pushes forward, manages to find him. Scary going to be taken down. That's the Viper's Pit now dropping the spike. Recovered. Killjoy, the lockdown getting ready to go off. as Fox barely makes it out of that radius within time. But again, 3v3. They're looking to move over towards B. So Tekas is still holding this down.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how they're going to adjust to Sutekas this time. Oh, Padipan gets out of there just in the nick of time. And again, Sutekas with that smoke, pretty good sightline, but a little frustrated with his shooting.
It's a good paranoia. However, he still has a lineup. He gets the kill. That's going to be absolutely huge here for the side of X10 to try to keep the ball rolling. They go for the double pick.
Nice one.
Shot. Just like that, it's all on FRZ. Needs to clean up 3 to clutch this round to win Icebox.
All right, let's see if he can do it. Oh, yeah.
That slows him up and gives his position away.
भाई बहुत मुश्किल है यार. Team Vikings मेरे हिसाब से.
Yeah, too surprising at all. What's going on with this? You can see Sushi Boy is going to push up, and he's not going to be able to do it.
Oh, nice.
He gets 1, 2 more to go.
It's a little bit of damage into him.
The last time
the timing is there. Fox goes on the peak.
So what उसी टाइम का वेट कर रहा था जिस टाइम भाई वो रिलोड किया ना. सही बता रहा हूँ, ये Valorant में ना रिलोड करने की इतनी गंदी आदत है ना.
I think we will.
सही तो मैं ना मतलब 2 गोली भी चला दोगे ना फिर भी रिलोड करने की कोशिश करोगे.
Lose the Viper's pit and immediately they back off, head over to B, which is way more open. Sutekas kind of
टाइम पे अगर रिलोड नहीं किया होता ना भाई मतलब क्या पता.
His smoke and just really
Jet इसको भी निकाल देती.
He kind of shot into the yellow because he was frustrated. And that, I don't know if that really cost him that much against Padipan, but
nice must है भाई ये भी.
Oh, Blade Storm off the bat here. Padi has this ready. The Neural Theft also online. Tries to go for the shot. Doesn't manage to get the hits. Redraws out with the Bulldog. Currently just sitting here above on tube. They got starting to push forward. The Neural Theft going to be coming in from Sushi Boys, but this great angle. They're prepped for it. They shut down the Omen. The drop down coming through. Fox is trying to get the push, but it's not before Padi gets taken out. So Tekas manages to find that crucial kill. Now he's looking through window. Spots one. Goes for the weapon swap, drawing out.
Oh, nice.
Scary. Moving up. Manages to find one. It's going to be a 1v2 to try to make this happen. Fox all on his lonesome. The dart coming through.
So why you can do it?
That down. The spike dropped. They line up. Get the shot to come in. FRZ gets the last kill of the map. 13-11. Damn close, but X10, they can't quite push us into that OT. Team Vikings will take map 1 of this best of 3.
I mean, that was a crazy one. Fast-paced, furious. Padipan finally getting into it for X10, doing a nice job with those entries, as you would expect, being all over the place. And it still just wasn't quite enough. They took the Vikings to the limit. An interesting round there at the end. Padipan gets up on top of that tubes, and then Sushi Boys comes pushing out over the snow pile, and he just isn't ready for Sutekas there. I think he assumed that that corner was checked or something, or Sutekas doing a good job a couple times here, just being right out of the vision of X10 and punishing them on their moves. And yeah, that's just a good double peek there.
I mean, it's finish. It could have been so easily punished had he been able to get that first headshot on the FRZ, but they get him just a little bit faster, so they're able to take it away. But man, so close there for X10. I mean, like Crazy Raccoon, they are putting up a fight. They're showing that they are here to compete, and that people should not be sleeping on this region. They should not be sleeping on this squad. Padi, Scary, both of them, phenomenal performances throughout this. And now we get ready to look forward to Ascent, where they have such a dominant win record. If you missed it before, 15-1 on this map in 2021, 19-1 all time. Ascent is the playground for X10. And I gotta wonder what Vikings has prepared for this map to try to best them on it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this game, because with what I saw here from X10, now I'm pretty confident that they have a really good shot to take Ascent and bring us to a third map, because this was fast, this was furious. You know, the gunplay was the one thing I was a little concerned about, but once Padipan got it together, all of a sudden it seemed like they were on very even footing in that respect. I mean, the Thai players, they're crazy, they're aggressive, and they never give up, man. They're so confident, they're so fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. But guys, with map 1 going the way of the Vikings, we're going to step away for a quick little break. When we come back, X10 will have their next chance to try to tie up this series and force us into a game 3. So do not go anywhere. The action continues just a bit.
भाई साहब ठीक है अबे हर जगह अमेजन है
Welcome back, everyone, as we just watched Team Vikings take map 1 versus X10. And so far, everyone's predictions are looking pretty good so far. I'm Golden Boy, your host, joined once again by my esteemed colleagues here, the analyst desk-ish area that we've been dubbing it this whole time. We got Potter, Doug, and Tom Biz. And, you know, I mean, look, right out of the gate, I mean, let's just go ahead and roll these highlights courtesy of Prime Gaming once we get a moment to do so, because Potter, you know, it felt like Patapan was doing everything he could to will his team across the finish line.
He certainly was. And, you know, we were talking about it in the green room. The man is so active at every point. Anytime the camera panned on him, he was looking, he was searching, he was sniffing. He wanted to find the duels. And in the first half, it was a little bit iffy, a little bit shaky. But, man, that second half, he absolutely dominated, winning out majority, if not all of the duels that he took. And we gotta talk about the old man Suitcast. He is such a damn anchor, just holding down the fort towards the beat. It seemed like X10, even though they were bouncing back, even though they made this so close, it was Suitcast, man. He was anchoring. He did not let them come through into the site.
Yeah, time and time again, Doug, we were seeing that happen. Suitcast had an opening. He had an opportunity. He went for it. He gave his team the upper hand. And that is basically going to be what Vikings needs if they want to walk away the champions of Iceland.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think the anchors were great. Even seeing the play that we're looking at right now, it was just a perfect setup for them to stuff any sort of push. And it really felt like, you remember that old Marshawn Lynch video where he's like putting the team on his back?
Yeah.
I won't finish the quotes because some of them are not family friendly, but that's kind of what it felt like Patapan was having to do. And there was no, as heroic, as Herculean of an effort as it was, there was just too much out of Vikings at the end. And I would even go so far as to say is this could be very similar to what we saw from Neutron yesterday, where the beginning was close, right? They got kind of pushed around a little bit. They had some questionable decisions, but as the series goes on, as they get more comfortable, I think they will perform better than we saw in this one.
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, it could very well be the case. But, you know, Tom, something just strikes me different with this X10 lineup versus what we saw with Sharks. It feels like that what they're doing is they're setting themselves up better for success in some of these rounds.
Yeah, they had some cool ideas. I think this round in particular, you see like a much deeper Viper wall coming out from them, and like the poison orb as well thrown in to cover off the like back of the site. They like to get, as you can see, Padafan getting a little bit more aggressive. Now, I'm sure this is more of an eco round, and I think that there was some very
मतलब टीम वाइकिंग्स ने क्या खेला
from the Vikings, but
पर
I
भाई सही बता रहा
definitely think that the core
हूँ एक तरह से
ideas coming out from X10 were very good. And we saw that in the defensive half as well.
ऐसे
Even
ऐसे
though they ended
थॉट्स थे ना
up losing
भाई
heavily on that
गूज़बम्स
side
दे
of the
रहे थे
map,
मतलब मुझे है ना
they
टीम
were
वाइकिंग्स
aggressive
बताऊं क्या
in the
रखी
beginning.
टीम
It was just
वाइकिंग्स
those
में
big
मतलब
rounds. I think that's
इतने
where they had
फास्ट
more
रोटेट कर रहे थे
patience
ना
versus
प्लेयर्स
the
इतने
stronger
ज्यादा
team
फास्ट
leading on the side of
मतलब
Vikings to
बिलीव
adapt
करना मुश्किल
throughout
था
the
कि
game.
भाई
Whereas I
मतलब
think X10
इतना
took a
तगड़ा
lot
कोऑर्डिनेशन
of
आखिर हो
initial
कैसे
game, and
सकता है
they
यार
seemed
प्लेयर्स
to fall
का
apart in the
मतलब
mid-game.
टीम वाइकिंग्स को जैसे कि
Yeah,
देखो
and Tom, to piggyback off of that a bit, I think that's
जस्ट
something that I think that right there, what you just touched on, is the expanse between the top of the field and the bottom, right? Like anybody can have set pieces, anybody can know what they want to do at the opening of a round, but when things go
टीम
south,
वाइकिंग्स के
right,
बंदे
when you hit a bump in the road,
एक
when things
बंदा है ना
happen that you
चिपका
don't
हुआ था
expect,
पीछे
how do
उसके
you
कवर
adjust?
के लिए भाई मतलब छोड़ ही नहीं रहा
That's the
था
mark
मतलब
of
अगर
the
उसको
team
मार
that
दिया
you
तो वही वो
build.
मार देगा उस टाइम
That's
ही
what sets teams apart. And I think that's where we saw some teams stumble yesterday, and that's where it felt like X10 came up just a bit short today.
Yeah. And now X10 Potter are going to have quite the task on their hand because they're going to be taking on a very game Vikings on, I believe they're going to be playing on Ascent, which is a fantastic matchup. Do you foresee this potentially
ओ भाई
being a
एसेंट
blow
मतलब
for the Brazilians?
तेरी कसम मेरा फेवरेट मैप है
I don't
एसेंट
think so, Golden Boy. I don't think so. You know, I'm not going to change my prediction yet, but
Okay.
as I said, X10, they were swinging and they were swinging hard. At certain points on this Icebox match, I thought that they were going to win it. In
पॉटर
fact,
है
I
ना
thought
पूरा
they were gonna
मैच है ना
blow
मतलब
out
अपने
some
कॉपी में
gaps.
नोट
It's
कर
starting to look
भाई
that way. When I see this 100% win rate on Ascent and it being the
भाई
second
टॉम
match,
बिस
I don't know, man. I'm starting to become a believer in this X10 squad right now.
All right, well, could Patapan and the X10 boys will themselves over to game 3? We'll find out. Let's send it over to your casters to break it all down.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Golden Boy, Achilleos, and Paper Thin back here to take you guys through the action. Man, what a mouse mat that is. Woo! Love it, guys.
Man.
Dude's just styling. I like it.
I'm
we got
okay
another
with
one.
Oh.
Look at this.
Okay.
The trend.
गाइस मतलब वैलोरेंट देखो भाई मतलब कितना ग्रो कर गया
That would be a bit distracting for me, Achilleos, but you know, whatever works for you.
The bright colors, you know, maybe draw the eye down. But,
और अपन है
yeah, clearly.
वो गालियां देते रहते हैं इस इधर उधर वैलोरेंट के अंदर अबे मतलब मैं ये नहीं कर रहा है ब्लेम नहीं कर रहा पर भाई अगर मान लो कोई टीममेट गलत भी खेल रहा है ना मतलब उसको कुछ ना कुछ समझाओ यार ऐसे नहीं भाई ये गालियां दे रहे हो भाई तुम्हें पता कितना ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन होता है अगर गालियां देते हो कि भाई तू खेल नहीं सकता डिलीट कर अनइंस्टॉल कर मतलब टॉक्सिसिटी पूरे फैला रखी है भाई अपने इंडिया के सर्वर में वैलोरेंट में
anticipating that we're going to be seeing a lot of similarities just from, you know, the last times that they played. Maybe not going to be showing off anything too new, but we'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, considering both of them played the exact same lineups that they ran the very last times they both played Icebox,
Secret Lab.
It shouldn't be super different in what we would normally see. I mean, X10 here, they like Astra, Jet, Killjoy, Sky, Sova. And for the Vikings, well, let's just look and see what they pick. Yep, that's exactly what they normally do. GTN on Raze, FRZ on Phoenix, and
भाई दोनों ने सोवा लिया है सोवा भाई इनसेट को बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत इनसेट क्या सोवा एक ऐसा एजेंट है ना जो हर मैप के लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है यार मतलब
Patty shifting over onto the stage. This is going to be a major change of pace for him in particular.
I had already written in Jet for him. I'm not even gonna lie, because I just assumed he was gonna be playing Jet. But him on stage, what in the world
पता नहीं
is
क्यों
this gonna
मतलब
look like? I mean, now my eyes are
पता नहीं क्यों
thoroughly
पर मैं
focused
चाहता
on
नहीं पर
Icon
अंदर से
to see
फीलिंग पता
what
नहीं
he's
क्यों आ
gonna
रही है
look like,
एजेंट्स को देखते हुए
on a stage instead of
मुझे
Jet.
मैंने
I mean,
दोनों
he
एजेंट
is
देखे हैं ना टीम्स के
predominantly
टीम
a Jet
वाइकिंग्स
player.
और
He's-
टीम एक्शन
I mean,
स्पोर्ट
when's the last
पता
time
नहीं
he
मुझे
ever- I don't
फीलिंग
know
क्या आ
when's
रही
the
है
last-
पर
he
ये
hasn't
वाला
even
मैप
played
मुझे
Sage
लगता है
this
टीम
year.
वाइकिंग्स
Right?
जीतेगी
Honestly,
ऐसा
I don't
लगता है
even know,
मतलब
man.
बस
Like, it's
मेरे को
been
कुछ नहीं
like
पता कि क्या स्ट्रेटेजी रहती है इनकी, मतलब जो पहले के गेम से नहीं देखे, बस पहली बार VCT देख रहा हूँ, पर पता नहीं क्यों फील आ रही है टीम वाइकिंग से मैच जीतेगी। एजेंट्स को देख के आ रही है। दो प्लेयर्स, मतलब अब देखो
looking like a little shoulder peek, just jiggling around into mid. Fox going to be pulling back away from the dark cover, starting to rotate over towards that alley access to B. That's going to be the curveball push. Weapon drawn out, and Cruzy fights two with a frenzy. Are you joking? I thought he was going to get traded out.
Are you kidding me, Mike?
He comes up huge. Patty follows up for another, and this is looking like a flawless round right now for X10 at the start of this defense.
Oh, this is X10 doing
भाई मतलब इतना ज़्यादा strong defense भाई कौन रखता है?
The Vikings did against Sharks on this map on their attacker side. They rush right through mid on the pistol round and just try to make it work. Does not fool X10 at all. They're able to lock it down, shut it down.
भाई क्या चीज है भाई ये?
Enormous start, and there you go. Sushi Boys, the final headshot will lock in the Prime Gaming, flawless for X10. What a statement start here.
मतलब यार मतलब
huge round for them, and let's go ahead. Yeah, POV of Cruz. Just there you go. Just leaping around like a bunch of blind fools, just getting mowed down.
That's a great guiding light right there. That's three of them.
भाई स्काई ने मतलब है ना कह के ले रही
So very well anti-stratted here by X10.
Nice
on
one,
follow-up. I'm really curious to see what the Vikings do on their eco round. There is one frenzy in the hands for Saucy.
Potty's still going to be sticking through with a frenzy.
Chalo.
Fox here with that ghost. Blind comes through. Spray's going to be good from Cruz. Finds Sutagas now into the corner. Instant snap onto FRZ's head. Oh my god, it is just an absolute shooting gallery right now. Do we have back-to-back flawlesses? Can they make it happen? It's looking good for them, and they will, in fact, do it again. Back-to-back Prime Gaming flawlesses here for X10. An incredible start for them, but now we get some actual weapons in the hands of Vikings. Let's see if they can use them to finally put a kill on the board.
Yeah, I'm really curious what the Vikings are going to want to run. They really like to establish mid-control early, and it falls apart. X10 were very prepared for this. Very good homework being done. Now, let's see if they try to go over to A with the rifle round to the Vikings. What exactly is going to be the difference? Because this is just a massive, just an absolute mauling by X10.
Yeah. Brutal start, but now we should see things slow down a little bit more. But as I said, Potty, look at this boost. He gets himself up over towards B lobby. He's going to force out the use of the nano swarm here from Sadak. He's worried about that push coming in even further. So even when he's not on the jet, he finds way to make jet plays. Spots out one. That's going to be the boom bot destroyed, and he'll just go ahead and pull back.
Someone needs to tell me he's not on the jet right now. Someone needs to
Are you kidding?
Man, oh man.
He's like, oh, well, now I can heal myself, so screw it. I'm just going to go in deep.
Yeah, I could do all the things I could do with Jet, but I could also heal and res people occasionally.
Yeah, and he can get healed as well by Cruz, so they can just top each other up if they need to. Well, the wall now going to be destroyed.
The Reyna for the real tank comp here.
Yeah. Just never dying. Always healing. Spray through the smoke. Scary. Just looking for a straight hit. Won't be able to find any. Well, as I say, that does actually tag up Starhawk there for just a moment, but it's not going to be too significant a damage. Spike now going to be recovered. It seems like this will end up being an A hit at the end of the day. Still going to be 3 members-ish over by this site. We have Sushi Boys and Fox set up. Purple, not going to find anything. The Nano Swarm chipping away. And the smoke. Fox gets the headshot with a Vandal. Throws out that shock dart. Don't get a connection. Doesn't find any additional damage. They are in onto the site with the spike getting planted just below hell. Or just outside of it, rather. GTN with a very nice headshot will shut down Potty. That's going to be a lot of the healing on. We'll see if X10 can get this retake in a 4v4.
भाई क्या आप
So much pressure on Sutekas over at main. There's the Astra smoke there to kind of block that off for now. GTN going to be watching up towards heaven. Going to get the headshot, gets traded out in return. There's another one underneath hell. Looking pretty good here.
Yeah.
ये निकाल दिया ना.
As Saucy will manage to find the last 2 kills in the round. So Vikings, they do get some kills on the board. They do get that round victory. See if X10 can reply, as they do have enough money, obviously, to buy some rifles here for themselves. Try to shut down this economic build-up that we're seeing from Vikings here with a round win.
So even though there's a lot of attention being paid at the main door here for X10, there's nobody up in heaven, and that allows Vikings to get pretty deep in here, get the plant down, and set up their crossfires. One thing that really impressed me about the Vikings in my VOD review was their post-plant setups on A. They really do a good job of covering each other. Making sure they have somebody in main, somebody lurking out of. Oops, well, that's a body pond thing. Oh my God.
Oh, I feel like there's no worse feeling when you have the lineup on a hard angle like that, and then you lose to the peeker. Like, you have the advantage. You're trained on that spot, but Potty just out-aims him and out-reacts him. It's incredible there from him to get that pick. A huge opening now for the side of X10.
And I don't feel like, you don't expect it with that ferocity. With a Sage, normally it'd be a Raze or a Jet doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of like other Sages, that we have in the Korean region that are like this, and I feel like Zest maybe, and Stacks occasionally when they would play it on Icebox. But other than that, like, we don't have too many battle Sages over on this side of the world. But Potty, huge performance from him so far. Ton of damage getting pushed out onto the members of Vikings now as they're going to be planting in the same little spot here. Flame wall going to be called up. 2 members hovering around hell as the Seekers go forward. Cruz trying to make his way through that wall, but takes quite a bit of damage. On the drop down there, Fox going to be eliminated. Wall comes in to block off Saucy. Patty will find a FRZ. Sadak still
Nice. Oh my
God. Lines up 1, but Scary is ready for him in the end. As Pottypon manages to find 3 kills in the round, the defuse going to be handed over to him so he can get that res online for the next round. And that's going to be 3-1 now for X10 with a very dominant start to this defense.
Oh my goodness, this wall is so smart from Pottypon. Completely cuts off Saucy and just makes it so difficult for them to do anything. All of a sudden, all these gorgeous crossfires that the Vikings like to set up. Just so smart here from X10. I am so impressed with their ability to adjust on the fly, round to round. You can see there. Give him that heat symbol, my friend. Well done. Very well done by Pottypon.
I absolutely love this guy. He's so fun to have. This is why player cams are great. This is why LAN is great. We can get these reactions where they just ham it up. I'm sure Potty is going to be finding a huge influx of followers on his Twitch and Twitter after this one.
As he should. He's earned it. He's looking fantastic here today.
Oh, Boombot not going to be able to make his way in through tree. Will not locate Scary. We'll get smoked off here for the moment. Spraying through.
Knows they're there. Gives the ping out, but Vikings kind of backing off onto this, heading more in towards mid. They really want to take control of mid. Of course, mid so important on Ascent for the attacker side. If they can get control of it, they can really assert their dominance as they go. Scary. Well, there's the lockdown for them as well. Gonna push Scary around. Gonna try to take it down with the Hunter's Fury. Gonna get it. Take it down. Very nicely done.
Yeah, had that prep, so it doesn't find too much. It also wasn't really going to lock off the B side at all, so it wouldn't have displaced anybody, that would have been hovering around Boathouse like Sushi Boys has been this entire time. Drone will get the dart onto him. Great headshot there from FRZ. Takes down Fox. Scary, however, spotting them, trying to get the wall bang. Doesn't manage to find it. Res is going to be used. Sushi Boys eliminated, displaced from the site now. It's open. The retake has to come in. That's a great start. Potty managing to find one. Is he prepared for the close angle? He is not. Sadak strikes him down with a frenzy. Shock dart from Saucy. Finds Scary.
Up and
left. Pushing forward with the Ares. Finds one point blank. Cruz presses in, finds another. Great sheriff shot. Gets rid of the enemy sky. But Fox is ready for it. Gets the headshot. Will have the defuse. It's going to be the clutch from him, and that is going to be 4 rounds now on the board.
Yeah, Pottypon comes in there, and it felt like he might have been going in a little bit early, a little bit ahead of his teammates, but he gets a lot of information, at least, on what's going on that site, able to relay it back to his teammates. They all come in from both sides here. Look at this. They're hitting it at the same time. Guiding light over, followed up by Cruz and Fox, doing a really nice job. Saucy gets the information, just not able to find the shot. Fox is ready for him around the corner. Very nicely done here by X10. Another good retake for them, and really good patience on this. And it's kind of a weird situation when you have the lockdown and they have the Hunter's Fury, right, Achilleos? Like, it's kind of like a rock paper scissors game. Do you use it now? Do you hang on to it? It's kind of a tough decision to make.
It's credit where it's due. Still a really good round there for the side of Vikings, doing quite a bit of damage to the side of X10. Trying to soften up their pockets just a little bit, make them, make those walls a bit more empty. So you can see the Spectre coming through, the Guardian there for Cruz as well. So aren't going to be on a completely full purchase with rifles, no operators to be seen yet. So it was a very good eco at the end of the day, but it's X10 who still maintain a nice little 3-round streak here, keeping their heads well above the Vikings. FRZ getting chunked up to 26, gonna have to top himself back up with the hot hands, so pulls back off a short for now.
All right, Sutekas gonna be making his way towards mid, silently up here with saadhak. Door is already closed though, so if they're gonna make their way through there, they're gonna have to make a little noise to get in. So the reinforcements now making their way into B main with Spike in hand. Killjoy there as well. But other than that, not a lot of defense at the B main door.
Yep, door's gonna be broken. Nanoswarm's used to make sure that they try to stave them off from pushing through B main. Will make their way with the line from the curveball. FRZ finds Sushi Boys tucked away in the cubby. Good opening kill. And now
मुझे लगता है कहने की बात वापस लेने का टाइम हो गया वो भाई वो मन ले लिया.
From Sutekas now teleports over to the side. Can exit back through B lobby, rejoin with the rest of the squad, or continue to play lurk here, try to cut off any market access. Scary going to be eliminated now as he tries to push forward. One Guardian kill to be found. Now it's just Cruz left alive, starting to inch his way backward. Wants to recover this Vandal and hold on to it. Or not.
Yeah, this is...
Does he want the Guardian? Okay, he wants the Guardian. Never mind.
All right.
You do you.
Was it out of bullets or something? That's the only thing I can think. I didn't check. But, oh, he's just going to try to wait, see if he can maybe pop ahead on the exit.
Twitter, Facebook को ban कर रहे हैं.
Somebody from Vikings is going there. This time around, though, Achilles, Vikings really making a very nice adjustment, being very patient, waiting for the right moment to strike, and catches.
तो ये तो trend चल रहा होता है.
Not really ready. It's fast and furious. They have a great run it back to take Sushi Boy down around the corner. That was fantastic work from the Vikings. Adjustments after adjustments from both of these teams, and now mid control established by the Vikings. What's going to be the response from X10 is my real question. And this is Sutekas. I got to give him so much credit here. He is playing fantastic right now on these lurks. When he's asked to hold down sites by himself on Icebox, he was doing a great job over on B. Just a really, really impressive stuff from him.
Yeah, a wonderful lurk to really ensure that that was going to be irredeemable from the side of X10. And again, looking for this boost setup. Gravity Well finds one, but the Recon Bolt will find Potty. He's going to have to pull back, takes a little bit of damage, clears out that Recon. Shock Dart, not quite going to connect. But Scary already eliminated, and then here's the headshot lineup. GTN getting some revenge earlier after that peek in B lobby. Falls up onto Cruz, and this is just like a very done round. I mean, Sheriff round purchase, here for the side of X10. The most confident about closing this out, and now it's on its lonesome. He's going to try to pull back, but they are going to very much go on the hunt for him as they get ready to set the spike up at B.
Yeah, it's a Sheriff in a dream here. Not going to happen. GTN going to find his third of the round, and the Vikings doing a fantastic job. They sensed that Pottypon was going to get aggressive because immediately the Boom Bot and the Recon Dart were there in Clock Tower. They were ready for this, and they punish it. The aggressiveness from X10 is their response to the mid control established by Vikings in the previous round, but the Vikings back off, set up the angles to take them out as they try to push through, and a great headshot around the corner there for GTN, making up for that little whoopsie early on.
Yep, gets 3 kills there in that flawless round, so very nicely done. They do manage to put one on the board for themselves. So now 3 to 4, keeping it close.
with that angle hold there. I don't think Pottypon's coming through there this time. He's still chilling out.
He's lurking way in the spawn, yeah. Did get confirmation, though. Potty has played Sage 3 times in his Valorant career. None of those were in the last 90 days.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Something they've been swimming with, for sure. Don't think he would just be like, screw it. You know what? I played that half a year ago. Let me bring it back out. But it's been working a treat for the most part. Definitely some flashiness to it.
He's had some really good ideas. That wall to cut off A main earlier was fantastic. Drone out ahead to Scout, gonna get shot down. Smoke is in, trying to Gravity Well. That's a good one.
Yep, spray does come through. They manage to get the kill there onto FRZ. Obviously still gonna be halfway to that run it back, so not able to have it yet. We'll see that from the shadows getting used So Tekas putting himself over at Market, gets the headshot in onto Potty.
इतने smooth shots यार.
Two members waiting for him.
ओमन भाई क्या कर रहा है भाई? सूट बिल्कुल हल्का सा स्पॉट हो गया था.
Looks to jump up on the opposite side. Lockdown is used at A. They think that this is still going to be an A hit. They think that this is going to be just the Omen trying to distract, but this is in fact going to be the B. Great shutdown there by GTN, interrupting, making sure the showstopper doesn't find any value. Tekas gets rid of Fox. Cruz finds one, can't snap onto Saucy fast enough, however, and will get taken down. Now it's going to be a 2v2 for the attempted retake. This is when you would love to have this lockdown, but they've already burned it.
Yeah, here comes the Cosmic Divide, though. Saucy getting it done around the
Boy.
corner. Headshot on the Sushi Boys. Woo!
Might not matter at all. Turret has to be broken down, tucks his way down into the corner. Spots out Saucy, looks for the push, but as he presses out, get pinched from both sides.
मैंने बोला था ना, मतलब टीम वाइकिंग्स को है ना, मतलब शुरू में थोड़ा बहुत मतलब दिक्कत हुई थी, पर अब मैंने देखो टीम वाइकिंग्स है ना बिल्कुल इजीली कमबैक कर रही है, बहुत ज्यादा आसानी से. यार ये टीम के अंदर कुछ अलग ही बात है यार.
Is all Saucy. Another failed entry by GTN. Those blast packs aren't fooling anybody. Then he's able to hold.
मतलब उस बंदे का एम देखो भाई, ऐसा लगता है मतलब जितने भी सारे के सारे खेल रहे हैं ना, ऐसा लग रहा है भाई कि मतलब है ना पूरे सर पे चिपका रखा है सबके एम ही यार.
Absolutely incredible from him. Great for them to go ahead and tie up the map. We do have a technical pause, however, so give it a moment. And then get back into the action, see who will be able to take a lead here. X10, I mean, what an explosive start for them, but this has been a major turnaround. Vikings absolutely taking prevalence here on the map now, both, you know, just explosively and economically. So ball is very much in their court. X10 gonna have to try to bounce back after these losses.
It was a great early read by X10 on the pistol round and the follow-up, knowing that they like to try to pressure through mid. Good adjustments onto the A attacks by Vikings, putting the wall up to cut off main. It's a great back and forth. Then the Vikings able to successfully push through into Market, pretty much undetected even though the door is closed. They use that as an opportunity to be patient, let their teammates get into B main, and then all strike at the same time. And then after that, they wait for X10. They read him like a book in that follow-up.
It's just a very big misread from Sushi Boys. I mean, he thinks that the hit is still going to be happening on B, so throws that down to try and dissuade them from pushing forward. But, I mean, Vikings, they wore this play on their sleeve. They said, no, we are going into B. This Omen is not baiting. He is just opening things up for us and trying to scout for some information. So they end up burning the lockdown. They don't even get the Hunter's Fury out of Saucy to try to trade that. And it just results in them tying it up 4-4. So fantastically done from the side of Vikings. A bit of egg on the face there of Sushi Boys. We'll see how they reply once we can get back into game. Because, you know, after the last pause, hopefully, granted, you know, it doesn't go that long, but after the last one, they had a very explosive return. So maybe this little brief reprieve is exactly what they need to get their heads back into the game. But obviously, coach is not going to be in comms with the players during this moment. Just have to stay situated, not getting any sort of strategic advice.
You know, I thought you made a really great point there about that lockdown. These hard reads that X10 has made a couple times here in this match against the Vikings. Like, remember back on Icebox when they just like hard stacked B? You know, they just like assumed that Vikings were going to do that, and it's kind of flopped for them a couple times here in that lockdown, in a similar thing where they just are like, all right, they're definitely going to be hitting A. Let's push them back and buy some more time because the clock is ticking down. And if they guess right, to be fair, if they guess right on that lockdown, then they probably win that round because there isn't enough time to plan.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't go their way, unfortunately. See the players and the coaching staff waiting patiently for this to be resolved so we can get back into the action, see how things are going to unfold. 8 rounds gone, so 4 more to go here in the half. We'll see, again, you know, who is going to be able to take this lead. X10, they really need this map. This has been their bread and butter throughout all of 2021, so if they can't get the win on Ascent, then it becomes a very dire situation for them. You know, in the tournament overall, it would send them down into the lower bracket. And if they can't win on a map where you're 15-1, That's just rough tidings, and that can really, mess with you mentally as well.
For sure. And Ascent, even though, again, that Vikings
मैं तो full
lost
screen
the
में
last
देखूंगा
time they
भाई.
played Sharks in the finals at the Brazil qualifiers. They did beat them on the previous time because it was a loser's bracket.
I like this. I like that we've killed two birds with one stone. We decided to go straight from the technical pause into the tactical timeout. I mean, this makes sense.
भाई नहीं यार, मतलब देखो इकोनॉमी खत्म कर दी यार. कैसे जीतेगी इस टाइम पे यार?
A little bit of a mental reset to come in here and try to find success in this 9th round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eco round है इनका.
Really curious. We've got the Bucky, a Spectre in the hands here on an eco round for X10. So this one's going to be a little bit tricky for sure. What exactly is Potty Pond thinking over there by Pizza right now?
I mean,
is he going to try the wall again? Is that like...
And this is just
Potty Pond. भाई मतलब बंदे ने वो ले रखी है ना shotgun.
To the Bucky, that gun has fallen by the wayside very much so, at least in the Korean region in particular. We don't see it too much. We did see a double kill on short with a shorty just yesterday, so who knows what's possible realistically. But this is a very aggro, turtled up defense now.
Yeah,
बहुत तगड़ा defense.
Very cautious knowing the economic situation here, of course, that, close range weapons are going to be in the hand. In fact, there's 2 Buckies in the hands of X10, a Spectre as well for Cruz. The Sheriff's usually pretty powerful for X10, but they feel comfortable enough going for these. There are a lot of bottlenecks. You can utilize these guns on Ascent. Like you mentioned yesterday, it was that double shorty in this exact same spot almost.
You can see that curveball getting ready from FRZ. Snaps the fingers. There it goes. Manages to catch one. Boys, the same
nice one, भाई.
Through onto the enemy Phoenix. So it's going to be a 2-for-1.
सही में यार, मतलब
the weapon economy here for the side of X10, that is absolutely massive for them. They will pull back. They're getting the read correctly that this is going to end up being a B rotation. The Seekers go out. Spots them coming in. Blind comes through. They go in for the push. One Bucky shot, not going to net the kill.
Oh, nice one, भाई सही में. और सही था.
But the Hunter's Fury will.
Oh, nice भाई.
Not quite ready for Sushi Boys to be waiting in the corner. Gets the kill.
Drone सोवा drone कर रहा. अबे यार.
Member and the cleanup will be there. It's going to be 1 rifle for the moment. Looks like 2 recovered at the end of the day. Or Bucky.
What? Oh, wait.
It's a thrifty.
Okay, he got the Bucky, but yes, it is going to be a thrifty victory.
Bucky, oh, wait.
Fantastically done by X10. They go ahead and they scoop up that round win.
Nice one, भाई X10
I
ने.
just gotta scratch my head a little bit here on this push through a really tight corners area.
मतलब तुम देखो भाई, मतलब उधर है ना शॉटगन लेके खड़ी थी. उसने एक पिक निकाला. उसको मार दिया तो पीछे से एक अपनी शेरिफ लेके बैठी थी किल जो है उसने एक पिक निकाल दिया. मतलब भाई गेम पूरा अलग ही लेवल पे चल रहा है यार. Oh, nice one.
Look at this. He's just changing up these locations. They're not prepared for it.
भाई मतलब सीज को देखो यार, मतलब अपनी वॉल लोकेशन हमेशा चेंज कर रही है. नाइस.
Oh भाई. He just comes up with this quick kill. Picking out to take us now. Looking for the A side spike being brought around through Gelato at the moment here.
Oh.
By Sadhawk, but
अबे ये क्या रिफ्लेक्स थे भाई?
Finds one FRZ going to be eliminated. We'll have to run it back for the next round, but unable to utilize it here right now. GTN trying to push his way in through tree.
Okay. Oh.
Still holding the angle, trying to
spray. Nice one. अबे यार मतलब निकल जाना चाहिए था यार उधर यार. उसको निकल जाना चाहिए था.
Just basically saying like, yep, I'm right over here by wine.
पर यार बहुत प्रेशर क्रिएट होता है यार, ऐसे नहीं होता गेम. जब मैं हम ही खेलते हैं ना भाई क्लासिक्स तो बहुत ज्यादा.
6-4 X10 bouncing back yet again to give themselves a nice little 2-round stretch lead.
पर भाई अभी भी चांस है. लेट्स गो.
To pull out with these walls really is a game changer right now. It throws the Vikings into complete disarray. They force the issue through short A. I mean, and then they just get mowed down trying to go through the door. They lose 2 in the process, and they're stuck out in A main. And what are you gonna do? It's just really, really good stuff here from X10. Great read on these follow-up rounds after our tech pause.
Well, let's see if they can keep that going. Or if Vikings can turn.
यार
this
Shit.
round into their favor. Slow orb coming out over to A main.
Are you God, bro? Killjoy, are you God, भाई? क्या मतलब कहाँ पे सॉन्ग ग्रेनेड? मतलब ओह नाइस वन. ओह यार ये दूसरा स्प्रे थोड़ा चोक हो गया. Odin. Oh, nice. Oh.
I appreciate the chutzpah that he showed right there, but it doesn't get anything done.
You got an Odin in a dream, man. Just go for it. Why not? Oh,
भाई मतलब
great entry here for the Vikings, though.
सही.
Just, you know,
मतलब चारों बंदे साइट पे और भाई बंदा ओडिन लेके घुस रहा फुल कॉन्फिडेंस में.
They're putting it back towards main this time.
Nice one.
Excuse me, A main, seeing if they can maybe catch them off. But it's a full stack over on the B side right now. But it looks like it could be a mid push.
Oh.
Body Pond gets forced out. Good nano.
पाड़ी पान के रिफ्लेक्स देखो भाई आप.
Push is on.
And it is back onto the Odin yet again.
ओ भाई इनको ओडिन चलानी है.
Spraying away. It's not looking at the
भाई प्रेशर क्रिएट हो चुका. ओडिन लेने की नौबत अब आ चुकी है.
following up for a second kill is Cruz.
Oh, nice one. Oh.
Good for just a moment. Pushes the corner. Had the lineup, but only man.
Nice one. Oh, nice.
However, onto the enemy Killjoy, who has since used the lockdown. No way to clear.
Killjoy is the only player who survived.
No Hunter's Fury.
Let's see.
Sentry set up
अभी तक तो
mid, but Sushi Boys turns his back. They get the kill. Pressing forward. Scary will find Saucy.
भाई ये चल क्या रहा है?
Certainly could be a winnable situation as from the shadows there from Sutekas will push himself.
Oh.
Sadak is ready in alley. Gets 3 with the Odin here in the round to tie us up 6-6 in the first half.
Man, what a first half between these two teams. Great back and forth. Great counter reads on each other. Great adjustments being made. I mean, every round is different. Every time they're trying something different. This time, again, just, you know, pushing through mid very effectively for the Vikings. And they just swarm through into the. But now that was a really effective round for them. Wow.
But now we have X10 on attack. We saw how good this was from them, almost running it back.
मतलब कोई टीम एक दूसरे को भाई मतलब कितनी तगड़ी तरीके से खेल रही है. मतलब बराबर पे लिया है फिर से स्कोर. पहले स्कोर क्या हुआ? 1-4 हुआ. फिर उन्होंने टैक्टिक्स समझा 6 तक लिया है और फिर उन दोनों ने भी अपनी नई स्ट्रेटेजी लगाई और भाई 6 के बराबर कर दिया. सेज मारे. नाइस वन. अबे ओहो भाई किल जाए गलत भाई. पुश यार गलत ही कर रहा सादक ने अभी इस टाइम पे. व्हाट्स द हरी. मतलब शुरू में मतलब वो वैसे मौली से मरने वाली थी सेज, पर उसने उस टाइम पे अगर गलत पुश है ये वाला थोड़ा. नाइस वन. देखो अब ये ओमन ने कर दिया ना, तो मतलब यहाँ पर एक मौली कर दी. तो चलो ठीक है. सामने वाले बंदे को दिखती ना उल्टा, वो सही रहता थोड़ा.
There's nowhere for them to go. They're just dead at that point. I mean, it's just a great read by the Vikings.
GTN's going all in on this one. He's got the Phantom.
Okay. Oh, bye.
So
what a quick reaction.
Quite a bit of damage there on a Fox
shot. Oh, nice one. Oh.
Takes it down to 3 HP. Obviously,
what the hell, भाई?
From Pike. Cruz does not have his available.
भाई सही बता रहा हूँ. अभी मैं होता ना इस टाइम पे हीलिंग के लिए भाग जाता सेज के पास. पर भाई क्या हो सकता है, ये हील के लिए भी नहीं भाग सकता. ओह नाइस. ओहो नाइस वन भाई. ऐसे शॉट यार ऐसे लिया करूंगा मैं भी. वीक टीम वाइकिंग्स ने दोनों ही राउंड निकाल लिए. पर अभी वैसे भी वो पिस्टल्स राउंड थे ना, तो ज्यादा कोई ट्रबल नहीं है.
Rifles in hand for X10. What's going to be the setup? 3 angling towards mid, 2 up at mid top.
Spandals across the board. Recon ball. Trying to spot them over here in the lobby. Wall does come up. They'll break through one, but Potty
भाई नहीं ओमन यार.
to find a kill. The follow-ups are going to be there. And do we just see
नहीं,
a
नहीं,
return
नहीं.
fire flawless round? Sassy has to back off. He's the last remaining member. Can he do anything to put a dent here
So,
in X10? Right now, looks like they are going to be coming within touching distance of Vikings. So they look to move up 7 to 8.
So you can do it 5. You can do it 9. Sassy.
Lurking out, pushes through the Astra smoke into the Nebula. That's going to expire now. Does he know that Sushi Boys has made his way into market? The answer is not quite.
Nice.
Off guard, and there we go. The best way to reply to a flawless round is with one of your own.
Catches him off guard.
Keeping things so very tight-knit.
Prime Gaming once again getting their money's worth on Ascent.
Yeah.
This is just incredible. I mean, look at Patipon, and they're just ready for this push. It's so aggressive by the Vikings, coming from two different angles, from B main and right into the dead center of mid. And Patipon getting up there is able to cover so much ground. He's just a turret up on top of that wall, able to see everything that's going on. And you can see, I don't think Vikings are too bothered. I think they were trying something a little cheeky there. Still some money here. Only the Bulldog.
अभी तक है ना, सही बता रहा हूँ, ये सब तो ठीक कर रहे हैं, पर सोवा का जो यूज है ना, मतलब सोवा को जिस तरीके से यूज किया जाता है ना, उस तरीके का यूज मुझे अभी तक देखने को मिला ही नहीं अभी इस गेम के अंदर. सोवा जिस तरीके से यूज किया जाता है, सोवा के मतलब है ना, एक बंदा है यूट्यूब पे, उसने इतने सारे लाइनअप्स बना रखे हैं ना, सही बता रहा हूँ, उसके लाइनअप्स अगर फॉलो कर लिए ना, तो सोवा मतलब स्पाइक प्लांट करने के बाद भी बहुत इजीली विन कर सकता भाई. मतलब नाइस वन सामने. ओके अभी तक तो उधर कोई है. एक रिबिल्ड डालो. ओके
moving up, does get the blind to connect. Doesn't really tell them exactly where this killjoy is going to be at. Another Hawk flying through. Slow in the corner just in case somebody's still playing in market. They will be able to clear that angle, but it's good dark cover coming in from
वैंडल बहुत गंदी है ना एक तरह से यार. मेरे को बहुत बेकार लगती है. कई बार तो है ना, मतलब अच्छी लगती है, वो वैंडल ज्यादातर बहुत बेकार लगती है यार. सही बता रहा हूँ. स्ट्रे कहाँ जा रहा है भाई? क्या गन है ऐसे लगता है. आई गए शॉक डॉट. नाइस ट्राई. सामने रेस, मतलब कितना स्मूथ शॉट्स. नाइस वन भाई. टीम वाइकिंग्स अभी भी 2 राउंड आगे चल रही है. क्या लगता है टीम वाइकिंग्स ये वाला राउंड फिर से निकालेगी या फिर टीम X10 ये राउंड निकालती है? फिलहाल के लिए मुझे बताऊंगा. मेरी प्रेडिक्शन तो शुरू से ही मैंने, आप अभी भी रिवाइंड करके देख सकते हो, मैंने पहले ही बोल दिया था कि टीम वाइकिंग्स से मतलब मुझे लग क्योंकि पता नहीं क्यों रहा है कि टीम वाइकिंग्स जीतेगी. और मुझे पता नहीं, प्रेडिक्शन शुरू में लगा था कि थोड़ा गलत हो रहा है, पर शुरू के 4 ही राउंड्स थे तो मतलब इतना क्या पता लगता है उससे. तो अभी तो यही लगता है कि टीम वाइकिंग्स को मतलब ओह नहीं नहीं. नाइस नाइस नाइस. Just
more aggression, particularly for FRZ.
Not too bad there for Sadak. Trying to catch him through the wall.
Okay.
Can't quite make that happen. Hottie thinking about boosting on top of the Altor box.
Killjoy is still there.
Tiny little window and try to pick off somebody here at the B site. Not quite gonna happen. They might not know it, but we can tell from the silhouettes. These guys are standing.
Killjoy नहीं भाई. नहीं Killjoy नहीं 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 नहीं.
Just waiting. As Saucy, he's ready for that potential boost. You can see him staring at that window.
Yeah, now they're gonna know someone's in there for sure. That recon dart getting shot down. Dark cover comes in. Not gonna be able to win that one. Cruz is gonna get him immediately.
यार मतलब ऐसा मूवमेंट होता है ना, सही बता रहा हूँ, मतलब इतना बुरा लगता है ना कि भाई कैसे गया यार.
Get the hit there on a Cruz. Doesn't find any follow-up damage. See the heal just waiting. Potty now thinking about going for the boost yet again. Seekers, it's a lead for them. Gets himself boosted up top. Does manage. Spot out.
Nice, nice, nice. Nice, Omen. Oh, nice. Wait, blind over.
Goes ahead, nullifies the Omen, gets the headshot to finish him off. Another spike can be planted. X10 looking to yet again keep themselves just 1 round down right behind the Vikings to continue to nip at their heels. Drone forward from Sassy. to spot them. We'll see one in the back of Boathouse. Start up at the top, curveball coming through, not going to be able to get the blind onto anybody. Fox goes for the peek, it's the instant headshot there onto FRZ. Knows that GTN is in the cubby, but cannot out-trade him. The Vikings Raze does manage to capitalize on that moment, but now they're at a disadvantage. They get the advantage now.
भाई Stacy भाई.
The showstopper will knock him out of the
Oh यार, you kidding me भाई?
From GTN and Saucy to go ahead and close out this round.
यार.
They do not let X10 nip at their heels any further. They take the lead forward here into their favor yet again. Now 3 rounds up, 3 more to go to close out Ascent and close out this series.
Oh my God, what a play here again.
Boy,
coming up big, getting the double, transfers right over so well into Scary, and then the finish there, my goodness. But I thought this round was done when Fox came through B main, got the pick, because all 3 members of Vikings came through market. And I just thought, well, if Fox can just hold it down, maybe get 1 on the way, that should be pretty much all she wrote. But just a huge play again by Saucy in this game. He has been absolutely phenomenal here on Ascent.
Yeah, incredible there from Saucy. Now X10 taking another tactical timeout to try to stabilize. They need to run this back into their favor. You could see, I mean, buying down. They're getting these weapons in, but they're going to be lacking utility. We do not have the Trailblazer here for Cruz at the moment. I mean, only 2,900 for Sushi Boys, so he is going to be absolutely strapped. Likely going to have to rely on, you know, something like a Spectre with his armor, just so he can afford to get the nanoswarms and that alarm bot in. This is such a precarious spot to be in for X10. They don't want to have to try to win straight into another overtime. If they can string things together, if they can just try to offset this economy from Vikings, and they have a very real chance of taking this map. There's not that much money there for Vikings. 2 rounds in a row for X10 will put them in such a great spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a really good opportunity for X10. I think maybe talking over exactly how they want to use this Cosmic Divide and Lockdown, really try to take advantage of the alt situation they're sitting on, make sure they're able to get a good plant, get their good post-plant set up, good crossfires. Patipon has the res. Normally, you know, he's going to be the guy that is up front and aggressive, but you need to keep him alive in this round. Hopefully they're trying to keep him a little bit more reeled in. I know that's kind of difficult to take a player who's so good at being aggressive back, but that res, you know, it's such a powerful ability. If you lose it early, it really just changes the tempo of the round.
It can be powerful, but I'm starting to, you know, wonder, would I prefer to just see Potty come back in on the jet rather than run this, you know, this duelist-less comp?
Yes.
You know, and if Potty on the jet is going to be able to, you know, trade 2 people every single round on average, then yeah, you probably would rather have that rather than bringing 1 person back every, you know, 4 rounds or so. We'll see what they get done. Like you said, ult-wise, they are looking good. It will be the lockdown. They're trying to make this a bait over towards the A site. Biting on this yet. Hunter's Fury, not used at all to try to shut this down. Saucy just pushing forward now to find Potty, and everything is coming undone for the side of X10 here. Saucy pulling back, the hot hands coming through, confirms that they're right around the corner. The reinforcements have arrived though, the cavalry is here. They push out, they managed to find Sategas, and just like that, it was looking like a phenomenal start here for the side of the Vikings, shutting down Potty, making sure that that res was not going to be available in the round, but they quickly reply with 3 kills of their own. Sadak set up here in mid is going to be looking to catch somebody on the cross. The shots come flying through, but they do not connect. Now 4 members strong, pushing into the B site. The nanoswarm not going to dissuade them whatsoever. Turret set up.
2v4
there to deny the vision. The gravity well is, I think, additionally, yeah, layered in. Or no, it's the nanoswarm rather. Similar particle effects, but Sadak getting tagged up as he gets spotted out, has to pull back into market. Reaggresses yet again, but with 26 HP, they just make very quick work with him. GTN, the last one standing with 40 health and a Vandal, wants to pull back, needs to hold on to this gun.
Well, who needs ults when you can just mow them all down trying to flank you on the top mid? 3 down for the Vikings, a bit of an overcommitment onto that flank. I love the idea, I love the strat, but the idea, but putting 3 there is too much. 2, probably fine, but you don't really have any crossfires available in that spot, and X10 just responds to it beautifully. And they're picking up some guns, some confidence, some economy here. I mean, the economy wasn't great for Vikings either.
You'll have heard Scary running around. Timer is going to run out, so yeah, won't even get to get clearance of that corner. So we'll never know who would have won that duel. But X10 trying to keep this going here in their favor. We'll get a replay, another look at what happened here at top mid. And it just became a slaughter. Like you said, they stacked way too many people here. It was a great read at the very start of this. They did not take the bait whatsoever on the lockdown.
And, I mean, if you have, somebody pushing out of A main, that move is fine, but you don't have anybody there at that point because of that lockdown.
Yep. Well, unlucky as they say. saal taking a ton of damage. Down to 26 HP. Putty looking to get aggro. Wants to push up. Saucy finding Sushi Boys is a good boon for them. saal gets right in underneath the box. Goes ahead, snatches up that Phantom, and he is doing so much work. 26 HP, be damned. This guy comes up with 2 kills.
What a push by him, using that dark cover against...
Whoa, nice.
Sutekas' dark cover, of course. Just so good to get up and underneath. Cruz going to take Sutekas down. saal got the read that they're behind the wall, and it's going to be the Hunter's Fury that takes down Cruz.
And this is such a tragic turnaround here for X10. Slipping through their fingers this round. saal getting away with murder, somehow not getting punished, catching Fox off guard there at top mid, just sitting beneath him as he tries to recover the gun. And he puts it to work. 2 kills for him, and this would be just such an incredible thrifty here for the Vikings. And, in a 1v4, inching forward, you have to expect Scary. Yeah, he'll be able to get this plant, but can he actually stave off 4 members of the Vikings when 2 of them have rifles?
It's going to be, if he can do it, maybe the play of the tournament so far. He can find this.
Where does he want to get set up? Obviously, he does have the Cosmic Divide, but do you want to use that just when you're all on your lonesome? I think probably not. Then again, every time he goes into that astral form, start thinking maybe he's going to. Has to reposition, looks for the catch, but Saucy is quicker on the draw, gets the headshot. And Vikings, they will defuse this. They will move up 11-8.
I mean,
भाई Vikings मैंने बोला ही था.
A lot of help from Sutekas. I shouldn't say it's all saal. That dark cover really offered him a lot of opportunity to get up there. The thrifty does come through, and Vikings 2 away here from taking the map and the match. You can see Sushi Boys, good headshot there from Saucy, but he gets right underneath. He really wants that gun too. That's
मतलब पेट में भर दी सारी गोलियां उसके सोवा के बेचारे.
Is the Sova, and he just gets taken down.
Just great communication there from Vikings, just completely identifying where the enemies are at so that Hunter's Fury can get the kill onto Cruz. So relaying that info.
चलो अपन भी अपना एक बार PUBG खोल लेते हैं श्याम के
One
साथ.
more round, Vikings will have locked in their guaranteed overtime if X10 can continue to run. Otherwise, they will put themselves at match point. They need to stop the bleeding right here, right now. It's going to be a double stack over here at bench. Tegas taking a couple of shots, reveals his position. Putty takes his head off. Hot hand's going to be thrown down into the corner, trying to force position here from Cruz. Will get finished off by saal. They still have to worry about GTN, who's pushing up there over by Boiler.
Spike stuck.
Yeah, trying to recover this is going to prove to be very difficult. The drone going out, spots that run it back moving forward. Oh my god, so much value off the back of the dart as well. He pushes up, gets the headshot in on a Fox. saal taking down Scary. The red's gonna be
यार smooth headshot.
Onto short, takes out Sushi Boys. Now it's Putty and Fox versus the world. They will manage to find one. Fox finds another, but then gets struck down. 2 members left standing for the side of the Vikings.
Guys, बोला ही था.
saal get it done. Now it's match point for the Vikings for this series.
बहुत easily निकाल रही है. मेरे को पता था ना यार इसका थोड़ा. मेरी prediction ज़्यादातर गलत नहीं होती.
But this is looking so much more dire.
I mean, once this spike is stuck out in the open, it's just so difficult for X10 to even get to it. Either just mowed down piece by piece. Great timing on these moves to finish off Fox and Padipan at the end. They're pushing together. The timing is really nice from the Vikings, but they try to force the issue. Does X10? They get the opening pick on the Sutekas after
last round. बहुत ज़्यादा pressure create हो गया यार.
What are you going to do?
बहुत तगड़ा.
Now look at the economy here for the side of X10. I mean, it's going to be Spectres across the board. Several players are going to be missing the utility. We do not have the drone for Fox. We do not have the slow orbs here for Potty, so they just need to try to just straight up out-aim and out-rotate the members of the Vikings. Finding any straight pick would do wonders for them, but I don't know. This is looking like we should be ready to put a fork in it. Trailblazer to lead over into B main. Checks the corners, doesn't spot anything, just sees the turret. They will eliminate. The rotation is already starting from the side of the Vikings. They say, no, this is not going to be any kind of bait. They're not going to look to play this over at A. So they send for the 3-stack. Aspectified coming up just to try to get them escorted over towards the site. Sadak, however, playing around this wall, has a potential opportunity to go for a big peek. Fox pulling back. Has the Hunter's Fury, wants to shut down this lockdown. Second shot will destroy it. But we do see Sushi Boys taken out. Sadak starting to press forward. Blind going through. Cruz comes pushing up, manages to find one. 4v2. X10 not done yet. They are still here to play.
Wow, this is a huge moment for X10, trying to lock it down. Paint Shells comes in the back, push to Scary over. FRZ trying to do something. Two duelists trying to finish this round out. Fox still around the corner there in main, trying to hold on, wait for them to come out, pushes forward, grabs a gun, almost loses his life for it, but some whip shots back and back.
Unbelievable.
Not really gonna do much.
Well, FRZ, he punishes him again. They definitely make that a little bit bloodier than it looked like it had to have been for the side of X10, but they do manage to retain 2 of those weapons. They keep themselves alive at least for a little bit longer. 3 more rounds to go for them to try to take us into our first overtime.